Hey guys, and welcome back to Just Fun Stuff. It is time for our shopping area speed build, but before we get started, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss another upload. With that being said, let's get this build going. Alright, we are getting right into it. Basically what I did was, near where we have resident services, I put down Nook's Cranny, and now I'm creating a big base around it. I kind of want to have Nook's Cranny obviously ground level and kind of tucked into this little cove. And then what I want to do is create a really large base going off the side where we're going to put Abel's Sisters. So we're going to create its own little shopping area, its own little district, if you will, for our Island of Funland. So that's what we are doing. We are just putting up the base to the best of our ability, shaping it out. Again, I wasn't sure exactly how big or how I wanted it. I just knew that I wanted Nooks kind of tucked in there, and I want to start creating pathways between cliff sides. So I was also keeping that in mind when I'm doing it, because I'm starting to build closer and closer to other standing structures that we have on the island. So I'm trying to figure, while I'm doing this, how I can get as close to them as possible while still making it kind of windy and making those really neat pathways that you see sometimes on the island. So that's what we're working on right now. Just a lot of building, a lot of putting up the groundwork, trying to get it to fit. My controller was just not being friendly with me either, which made Poppy not exactly place everything exactly where I wanted it. But over time, we eventually get the shape that we want. Just took a little longer than I anticipated, but I think it's coming together. So still just building. And again, like everything else, I want to create depth, but I want to keep it kind of on the natural side. I don't want too much going on, but I also wanted to keep the two areas kind of separate, if you will. I want Abel's decorated in a certain way, but I wanted Nook's Cranny decorated in a certain way, even though they're technically going to be connected, not on the same level. All right, Abel's is up. Day 1 down. And we're back with day 2, which means decorating, so I'll continue what I was saying. I want Abel's to look one way, and I want Nook's to look another way, while still being kind of cohesive, because again, it is a shopping district. Even though they're not on the same levels, they're still very closely put together. But right now, with a broken controller that's just not working the way I'd like it to, I was attempting to path out an area. So I'm not going to be making it overly big. I had to move a fossil, it was in my way. But I'm not going to be making the path overly big. I just want to do a little bit of ground cover and create a little dimension, make it look a little nicer. Not making it too big. Like I said, my controller was acting up the entire time I was doing this build over the course of 2 days, which is incredibly frustrating. But we get there in the end. Like I said, keeping the path super simple, just a little outlining just to add a little something extra, because most of the decorating isn't going to be around Nooks. Nooks is going to be fairly simple because it's right by the beach. I wanted to keep it kind of in that beachy theme, so setting up some surfboards, just making it look like a beachfront store. Nothing too overly exciting on the outside. I mean, it looks really good. I'm really happy with it, but again, I wanted to keep it on the simple side, kind of natural, but kind of seaside-ish. Now comes the fun decorating. Collecting trees, getting up top, because like I said, the front of Nooks is going to be kind of surf shop looking, but when we get up top and behind, that's when we get to really start decorating and making it look really interesting. But again, keeping it super simple. Before, I was putting so many things, so many decorations, I want lots of stuff, but I want the stuff to be simple, and I want it to just look like it goes together. So putting in a picnic by Abel's, because I thought, why not? It's cute. We have this big area. Might as well decorate it. And like I said, I want Abel's to have a different feel from Nook's, even though they're in the same area. So Nook's kind of has the little surf shop thing going on. And then Abel's Sisters kind of has just natural, quaint, small town feel to it. A little picnic set out front. There'll be lots of plants, a couple mush items because I can't help myself. I feel like I need to put them almost everywhere. More plants. The fencing pulls everything together. There's not an area I haven't done where throwing up a few bits of the fencing doesn't just pull the entire thing together. Now we're just eating, collecting fruit because, again, we need more trees, more shrubs, more plants. We're gonna have to plant more trees and shrubs at the tree farm area because I think I've dug 90% of them up now. We need to restock that. There you go. You can see how natural we're keeping it. Lots of plants, lots of flowers, trees, shrubs, not heavy on the decorations. I want, again, a really natural feel. So lots of trees, lots of plants, lots of shrubs, but not too heavy on the decoration. All right, more shrubs. And yes, I'm aware that right now Poppy needs to go up and down using her ladder. We will eventually get to fixing that situation. All right, now we are just shaping it out because we don't want to keep everything super square, especially when I'm trying to make little pathways and little coves. See, you can see already there's a little pathway forming now between that cliffside where Abel's is on and resident services. So the pathway theme, it's starting to come together, and I'm really happy with the way that looks. Collecting more items to decorate. I am obsessed with these garden gnomes with the glasses on. They look so cute and they're so tough, and I thought, how cute would they be holding a little life preserver? Goes with the whole look that we have for Nooks. Again, keeping it simple. Doing a few stamp outs. I loved stamping the little path because it makes you see where you can go. Eventually, I'd like to make some more signs. So once we have so many pathways going through Funland, you'll have to actually use the signs to get your way through. That is my vision. I don't know how successful we'll be in doing it, but that's where I'm heading. All right, putting up more decorations, more mushroom stuff because, again, I cannot help myself. I love them. I think they're great. They work in any season. More lanterns. I love light. I love Funland at night. I like things to be lit up. So as many street lamps and garden lanterns, tiki torches. If I can mushroom lanterns, if I can light it up, I will light it up. All right, back to checking it out. Right now I'm just going around and I was on the fence on what I wanted to do. And then I realized this is where I'm saying I know that we are going to need to go up. So that little pathway that I just dug out there, we will be putting in a ramp. So you'll be able to walk up the ramp to get to Able Sisters easily. So you don't have to have a ladder to access it. And then I thought, waterways. We still don't have a lot of waterways on Funland. We have a few little spots where we've made little bridges and a few little streams. But I wanted some bigger ponds. There's some interesting fish you can get, and I don't think I have the proper areas to get them. So I thought this is a great opportunity to take up some space without taking up too much space. Put in a little pond, make it a little decorative. It just adds to the whole natural feel that we're going for. Of course, I left a little floating island to decorate. Put a little shrub on it. Looks fantastic. And done. Of course, more mush items. But done quick little add-on, and I think it makes all the difference in the area. I love the way this is coming together. More trees. Again, as natural as I can make it. All right, there you have it. Pretty simple build. The biggest was the platform, but you have Abel's, which is so natural and it feels like small town store. Then you have Nooks, which is kind of surf shoppy, kind of by the beach, but still, again, cohesive little shopping district. Going down, you can sit by the pond. I haven't decided yet if I want to connect the pond to that little waterway by the deer crossing. I guess that'll come at another time. But this build is completely done. I'm really glad that you guys came and watched this with me. If you have any feedback, let me know. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.